Excuse me.
Do
Well,
something.
hello, you guys. We made it. It's Wednesday. And what is that called? Hump Day. So, what is this? Hump Day Happy Hour. So, I am really excited to have some special guests today. And one is Jovani. My second guest is Marisa. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and let them take over and introduce themselves. That didn't come out anything like I wanted it to. But Giovanni, go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi everyone, I'm Jovani of Chic Little Design and also co-owner of Girl Bosses Resell. And I don't know, I love pink. I'm here, I'm happy, and it's Wednesday. I went shopping too today by
Oh, you went
myself.
shopping? You actually went shopping?
I did. I left the house.
That's why I had the one. What? You went shopping? Like out the house shopping?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yay for you. Yay for you.
Yay. I was a little anxious while I was doing it, but I did it.
Oh, good. I hope you found some goodies.
I did.
Cool beans.
I
Hey,
won't share them.
Marissa.
Hi. Wait,
Welcome,
can you
welcome,
guys still
welcome.
hear me
Oh, we
okay?
can hear you and see you
Yay.
very well.
Because my children hog the internet. So my name's Marissa. I am also known as the main hanger on social media. I'm a reseller. I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Um, I am a single mama of 5 amazing kids, and I'm in law school.
I
That's a
just think
little bit
that's
about
so
me.
amazing. So amazing. And hello, sister friend.
Well, hello and hello, audience. And I am Terry Lynn, Evolving Always, serial entrepreneur. And, well, got to be up here with Rhonda. She is my
Yes,
sister friend, by the way. No, it's so great to be up here, and especially with these wonderful women, Jovani and Marissa. So thank you. Thanks for being
definitely. You're
able to
welcome.
join.
You all are welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come on here and hang out at Hump Day Happy Hour. I want to thank everyone in the audience. Looking forward to all the participation that you guys always bring. And I want to give a particular shout out to Tiana, who is punching that time clock right now, honey. So she's not on live with us, but she is in the comments. And look what Giovanni has, Tiana. Yes. That swag slayer candle, child. Now, if
Yes.
you guys don't know it, Tiana's candle came out August the 1st. It'll run for the whole entire month. And just like with mine, the goal is to sell out. This is Ashley's vision, and we want her to be successful while we're doing this, supporting each other as much as we can.
And her candles are amazing.
Oh my
Amazing.
God. Yes, they
Yes.
are. She
I'm
hand
so
pours
impressed.
the candles herself.
I'm so
So,
impressed. And the scent is a beautiful light fruity scent. I really, really loved it.
oh, I'm
I'm gonna have to
glad.
try them because I'm super particular with my candles, and they sound amazing.
Oh
Look
my
how clean.
gosh.
You guys, look how clean it
Oh
is.
wow, yeah.
That's my candle, by the way.
Yeah.
She's like, that
But
is my candle.
That's my candle because she's burnt it down that low.
It's so clean though.
it
It's
is
It
so
so
is.
clean.
it burns so clean. And I didn't even trim the wick on this. I just started burning it right away.
Oh
Wow.
my
You
Yeah.
never
gosh.
trimmed the wick at all through the
Through the
entire
whole
time
process,
you.
I did not trim the wick
Wow.
at all. I was really impressed because normally I trim my wick. And
Yeah.
I got so excited when I got Rhonda's that I just burnt it.
And
Just
I
live it
love,
up.
eh, yes, honey, just light it up, child. Kind of like me, just light it up. Oh, well, that's a whole nother subject. But okay, so look, we always like to ask um, icebreaker questions just to kind of kick things off. And because why we like to do different topics like that, simply because we love when the audience participates. And because they always give us something to laugh about or to think about, or we're just like, I didn't know that. So today, if we're thinking back to our kind of thinking back to our childhood when and how our moms used to be, or whoever raised us. I'm not going to just leave it with moms because, honey, grandmamas, aunties, dads, uncles, whatever. But think about um, uh, things that they used to do, and then think about yourself now and ask yourself, what old person things do I do? Not that I'm calling anybody's mom and them old. I'm just saying. I just read it like it was printed. But, I guess we could break it down to things that um, we do that we say I'll never do that. I'll never act like my mama. I'll never do that. Anybody. I don't care who goes first.
I use coupons. My mother used to have a purse full of coupons. Like my mom was the coupon deal queen. And I was like, no, I don't never understood why she would sit at the cash register and be going through her coupons. It'd be lines of people behind us. Coupons, yeah. Now they're digital though, so
Oh yeah, yeah. But I I love couponing. I
me
wish could
too.
have gotten to the point to where I did the extreme couponing, but I
Mm.
just never got there. Just never got there. But I could save some money on some coupons now. What about you, Giovanni?
I like to. I still like to wash my underwear by hand.
Really?
My
Mm-hmm.
mother does that to this day.
That
Yep.
is so interesting. Because I think my mom taught me. Not my mom. My mom didn't do that. My grandmother did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was like, "You don't ever want that detergent touching down there, you know." and I and I would just laugh like, "Ooh, down there, okay." You know, because I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, now my mom washes all my clothes because I was younger. But I didn't think anything about it. But as I got older and when would visit her, she would still be doing that. I mean, I'm here 15 years old and she's still washing her intimates by hand. And I'm like, she was like, well, girl, you just don't want that down there in your private parts. And I'm like, oh my God. So, I mean, I guess I just never, now I don't do it now. I did. I used to. I will say I used to.
I feel like it's an older thing, but it's something that has stuck with me. And I actually order a specific soap that's from the Dominican Republic that's used for that, and I order it on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. See? Well, I don't know. I mean, I used to do that. I still have the little knitting bag that you throw your intimates, your bras, and all that kind of stuff in. I still have that because I use it, when I have something that, um, what is intimate, that should be washed on delicate. So I still
Mm-hmm.
use it for that. But, maybe before I was single, yeah, I did all
Single, single.
that. But
I'm single, single.
I don't know.
now
For
that
me, it
I'm
was just like I just don't feel like the washing machine washes it well enough.
You know what's funny about this story? Washing underwear by hand. So my mother lived with us for a little while earlier this summer for a little bit, and she would do that, and she would hang them up in the bathroom on the,
Yep.
like for
Mhm.
everybody to see. And my daughters were like, "Mom, why does Grandma put her underwear on the hanging up in the bathroom?" So yeah, that's funny.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because they back then. I mean, I remember, now I'm a touch older than y'all, child, but I do remember that my mom used to hang her stuff all outside.
Mm-hmm.
They'd hang the
Mm.
sheets outside, your underwear just be flailing in the wind. Hey,
Hello.
girl,
Hey,
hey.
hey, beautiful. She is so pretty. Look
She
at
is. Look at
her.
those eyes, honey.
She is
I love how she just
gorgeous. She's
comes
like a
in and is like,
living doll.
"Hi."
Yeah. Okay, baby.
Like
Mom,
a living doll.
I know she is.
how are you
But
gonna get the cereals?
hanging their stuff on the line, as they call it,
Oh,
and
okay. Go ahead.
it always smelled like outside. And back then, we think that that smelled good. I don't think that
Mm.
smells good. After you have kids and they come in the house smell like little billy goats, that stuff
Mm-mm.
smelling.
No, it really doesn't smell
That
good.
does not smell good.
Mm-mm.
Baby goats.
Nope.
I love that.
Girl, that was back.
And I used to hate hanging out clothes. That was one of my chores. I hated that chore. Mm, hated
Now,
it.
what about you? What do you do, Terry?
Well, what's so funny? It's funny that y'all got on the topic of cleaning your undies. I actually clean my undies, and my husband always picks on me and says I'm like grandma. And I was like, why are you saying I'm like grandma? I said, I clean my undies because our women's undies aren't made like men's. Y'all's undies are made out of like, cotton. It's, definitely something that should go in a washing machine. I have delicate stuff, lace and all of this kind of stuff. I said that, I really don't want it going in a washing machine. So that's actually why I hand wash mine for that reason. Because society really tries to make women pay more for everything, so we already pay more for our
Yes.
underwear anyway because they're using this fragile material that really if it goes in the wash machine it's really not going to be good. Really, it just like falls apart. And
Your
I was
bras too.
trying to explain that to him, and the only way he could see it was he washed some of my underwear by mistake, and I said see what I mean. Just like that. So but it's funny when y'all were talking about that's like a grandma thing. But I guess
Yeah.
the only thing I was thinking about that I do that I think they
Lisa.
do, um, and
So
see,
silly.
let's go commando and
Oh, come
avoid it
on, though.
total. I hear you, Lisa. I'm not mad at you,
Now, when
but
I'm at home, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, what I was gonna say is, the only thing I could think of, and I don't think this is an old person thing, but I remember my grandmom doing it, is I have to have water up by my bed when I'm going to sleep, and I don't
Oh,
know if
me
that's an
too.
old person thing or that's
I don't
just
either.
I just remember her doing it though. I remember that was something she always had water by the bed,
Hmm.
before she went
Well,
to sleep. So,
I can't even go to sleep until I drink water. I drink water before
mhm.
I go to bed every night. Now, mind you, I go to the restroom, then I come back. I drink some water before lights out. So I think that I've always kept water at my bedside for as long as I can remember, and I think that my parents started that because they got tired
Mhm.
of me asking for water at night.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
as kids, that's all we ask for. Can I have a drink of water? Because we're trying to
Yep.
prolong sleep.
I'm hungry. I'm
yeah.
very sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we sure
Yeah.
did, but we didn't really, like you said, we didn't really have it at our by our bed. But yeah, it's like a must now. I'm like, if I lay down and I'm like tired, even if I'm like really tired, I'm like, oh my god, I don't have water. Then I like call out to my son. He's like, Sebastian. He's like, what? You want some water? I say, yes, please bring me a
He
bottle.
knows. That's so sweet.
Girl, I keep a tumbler. I have
Mhm.
ice water because I have to drink really cold water. And
Okay.
yeah, I keep it by my bed. It stays by my bed. 20, I bring it, I switch them out, but I keep a glass of a cup of water or by my bed all the time. Because I'm like, I'm drinking water. I'm trying to get my water up. So if I had to get up every
Me
time I
too.
needed water, I wouldn't. I'd be over here.
Now my grandmother used to trip me out because she would take those mason jars, and she would put her water in that because, but I have to think about that was back before tumblers were trendy, so I think that's where she got
Hmm.
this from. So she had the
Mm.
mason jar, she put ice in it and put her top up there and have it by the bed. So that was
Right.
her back
But
in the day.
and that was before that's before the mason jars became popular,
Mm-hmm.
Right, that is true. That
And
is true.
mason jars now, those are used for everything. Spray paint
Isn't
them,
it the
face,
truth? Everything.
water, whatever, gifts. Keep your strawberries in
Hmm.
them. That's a
Hmm.
I
tip,
love
y'all. Keep
mason
your
jars.
strawberries in them.
Do they make
But
those strawberries last longer?
yeah, I
Huh.
actually tried it. They do.
I'm gonna have to do that because my daughter eats strawberries. Like that's literally the only fruit that Rebecca really loves. And number one, it's so expensive, and number two, she eats one entire thing by herself.
Oh,
So I
wow.
have
Oh
to buy two
wow.
or three at a time, but then they go bad. So it's
Hmm.
just so frustrating.
Hey, Tina. Well, I tell you that I saw it on Pinterest years ago, and I said, I don't know. So I tried it, but it actually preserved my strawberries.
Do you
And I
cut
thought,
them or just put them in whole?
I clean them and, tap them dry. They don't tell you to do that, I don't think, but I did. And I put them in there, and that was it. I mean, they lasted. So I was like, well, anything that's going to preserve my strawberries, because I love strawberries, but I can't eat them quick enough before they go bad.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently I'm
They
gonna have
go
to
bad.
use that one, Rhonda. Thanks for sharing because I didn't know about that one. So I
I
will be
didn't know.
Yes.
using that one.
But I keep them. I If I do buy a huge thing of them, I actually go ahead and divide it out now, and I have a couple of bags in my freezer so that if I want to top something with, strawberries, or if I want to fix a smoothie or something like that, I just pull them out the freezer. So that's a little tip, that I use. So now that we've already talked about things that we used to do, or that we do that remind of us of people that we grew up around, don't
Look at Lisa. Did you see what Lisa said?
don't
Lisa,
You
tell
you're a
know,
Rhonda, but
mess.
I hate strawberries.
after I had my son, I cannot eat strawberries.
Oh,
And I was obsessed
Really?
with strawberries. I've I have been deterred from eating a lot of things I used to love after being pregnant with my son.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Isn't that weird how that happens though? Because I couldn't eat fish a long time after I mean, when I say years, I mean my daughter was grown and had uh her daughter. So before I could eat fish again, because when I was preggers, um, I swear to you, y'all, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I swear to you that I could smell the fish coming through my pores.
I can
Ugh.
mm.
I can
Then
imagine.
I would definitely
Ain't
not
nobody
want to eat
trying to
fish.
ain't nobody trying to walk around smelling fishy.
No.
Do you
That mean a
know
whole nother thing right about these
That's
days.
a whole nother level right there. That is
I
not
do
something.
not I do not eat chicken on a bone ever.
My
Well, I
granddaughter
don't
doesn't
either.
either.
I don't either.
To the point when I was pregnant with Rebecca, we used to go out for wings for wing night. It was like our tradition since before I was pregnant, and then all of a sudden I got pregnant and it made me feel sick. I would use the wet naps to like put them under my nose. And guess what the girl eats? Chicken wings.
Chicken
And I
wing.
mean cleans the bone.
That's
I'm
my
like
kind of girl.
I'm like, oh no, like well, whose child are you?
My
Yeah,
granddaughter
I
does
can't eat it off
not
the
like
bone. I get
chicken
really
on.
grossed out.
She does not
My
like
Drumsticks.
chicken on
husband,
the bone.
I
Mm-mm.
make them for everybody, and then my
Hmm.
husband, I'll put some on a plate to the side, and then he has to remove all the meat off the bone for me.
Yeah, I can't do
I
it.
will eat it.
I can't do it. I do not eat chicken on a bone either, so I totally can relate.
I
And
I mean,
love chicken
I
on the
drumsticks,
I
bone.
love I
drumsticks really disgust me.
oh
Yes,
no, I don't eat dark
I
meat.
even
Really?
seeing
oh my,
somebody eat a drumstick disgusts me.
I I don't even eat dark meat. I eat a breast or a wing,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I'm going out for wings, like Wingstop or something like that, I love flats. So flats is where it's at with me. But I'll eat the other little part too if I don't have a choice, because some places don't do just flats. But if I had a choice, I would just get flats and that'd be it. When I do that, I have to get her boneless chicken wings. And that's the only way she's going to eat the chicken. Now, she may eat a little chicken tender. Anything doesn't have a bone on it, she'll eat it.
that's me.
Yes, Lisa, we know. But we were talking about chicken.
Yeah, Lisa, I do too, but in regards to chicken, I'm not touching it. But I'm right
You,
there with you.
if
I'm right
you
there with you,
guys want
Lisa.
to make,
I love that.
Obviously.
if you want to make delicious chicken wings, I buy Ken's dressing, either the Greek dressing or the Italian dressing. I defrost the wings for everybody else in my family, and then I put it in a
But let's make
Ziploc
sure to
bag.
defrost them wings. You hear that, Tiana? Defrost them.
Yeah, Tiana, are you listening to this? Okay, start again, Giovanni. Start
Say
from
the
And you
the
word
want to
beginning.
defrosting.
defrost. You want
You
to
defrost.
defrost in the refrigerator, not on your counter. Um, and I just pour the whole Ken's dressing bottle in the Ziploc bag, and leave it in my fridge for 2 days. And then I put them in the oven. And then when we reheat, I put them in the air fryer and it makes them nice and crispy for the kids.
And Jovani, I bet you do not use what is it now, Clorox or Dawn either, right? On your chicken, you
To
wouldn't do
clean your
something like
chicken?
that to clean your chicken, right?
You're not supposed
Bleach.
to put any water, because then that puts salmonella everywhere.
Yes, yes. We talk about this. We're talking about this crazy Facebook post where this lady thought she was doing something, trying to demonstrate to people with Clorox and Dawn how to clean her chicken.
She was cleaning her chicken with.
It was so
Clorox
nasty. And then
and
the
Dawn?
chicken started going into the garbage, compactor. And then, so like, this is after she's cleaning because, like, she just soaked it in. And then she's going to put her hand in the garbage disposal. She said, I can't let this chicken go because it's expensive. And then she didn't re-clean that chicken.
Well, in her defense, Terry, she did. She took the little sprayer and she went around and she's
just
put
trying to help,
water
to help her. Don't try to help her, Rhonda. But in conclusion, the proper way to do chicken, you heard it up here from Jovani. And the most important part is, I think she did mention you need to thaw it. Where's Tiana?
Defrost. She used the term
defrost. I'm sorry.
Well,
thank you, Jovani.
I know
we got
you
this
guys.
Now.
Jovani and Marisa, you guys probably do. Let me just give you a little backstory. Tiana told us one day that she cooked the frozen chicken. And she put it, this is how she cooks. She's been cooking this chicken this way for a long time. And so one of the people in the audience, Derek, said, well, how do you season a frozen chicken? But, we laughed. We were just stunned and amazed that she actually said, I was like, you don't throw it out. She was like, girl, just put it in there. And then I add the seasoning later. She had a whole system of how she did it. But we couldn't get past the cooking the frozen chicken part.
Tiana, wasn't that chicken dry then?
Yeah, was it like?
Ironically, I bet you it wasn't because it had the, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. It's just funny. But her husband enjoyed it. Her husband didn't even know she was cooking that way. She had been cooking it however long
until
they've been married.
He saw her one day.
However long they've been married, she's been cooking it that way. Now he normally does the cooking, but it somehow came up about that, and
he saw her about to do it. And he said, you can't do that. She said, well, I've been doing it this long for all this,
Also, he was eating it this whole time and he didn't know that she was.
She said her husband was loving it. And I was like, girl, he didn't know you were trying to kill him on the cool. Put him in.
No, go to daddy. Go to daddy. Hi. Go to dad.
Go to dad.
I didn't want to say what I was going to say in front of her, but I was like, oh, she's going to put him in salmonella hell. So,
Do you know that you're also supposed to defrost meat? Like if you are running behind, cold water.
Yeah.
I used hot water and my husband worked at a restaurant. He's like, what are you doing?
It doesn't work.
I was like, what? I've been doing this my whole life.
Let me just tell you, before I knew any better, I never cooked at home. It just rarely. My mom taught me how to make my breakfast in the morning so she wouldn't have to do it once I got to be a certain age. And I could cook, little stuff. But I never majorly fixed a meal in my parents' home. Even when I moved out, I would go home every evening and eat dinner and come back. And I was living with someone at the time. They were like, so
you gonna cook?
What's for dinner? I was like, oh, I already ate. You didn't eat? And so that went on and on and on for a while until it just, it was just like, look, you got to stop. So when I woke up the next morning, there was a pack of pork chops sitting out. I was like, oh, we're going to have some pork chops tonight. And so I get a phone call about cooking the pork chops. And I was like, oh, I'm supposed to do that? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, oh. So I had to call my dad on the phone and say, how do you cook these pork chops? I don't know how to cook these pork chops. So my dad took me step by step how to cook the pork chops and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, this is just too much. I would have to call almost every meal. How do you cook these sweet potatoes? How you make mashed potatoes? How you make
Yeah, because that was before the internet. You couldn't just pull it up on. You
Yes,
couldn't
my
just
dad was
Google it
my
or YouTube
Googler.
it.
My
Yeah, so
dad
you
was
had to
my
call your
Googler.
parents.
So
Oh
I
my
would have to
gosh.
call. The only thing I halfway knew how to make from, and that was from watching, was spaghetti. But I still had to call and say, now how long you got to cook these noodles? When I know they done? What But it was just insane.
Do
So
you know
that whole year that we were together, I definitely learned how to cook. And
my so
and my daughter, this is my punishment because my daughter is almost the same way. How do you cook
My
this?
sons,
How do you cook that?
no.
my sons are the same way. When they first left, and um, they're in the military, but they live off base now, so they have to cook for themselves. And Mom,
Mhm.
how do I cook this? Mom, how do I cook? They'd be in the grocery store. Mom, what do I need to buy? Which they call me and talk to me, so I'm like, oh yay! But I'm like, yo, how are you surviving?
No, and it's a wonder I survived. But thank goodness, the other person could cook too. So that let me off the hook sometime. But I definitely learned how to cook during that situationship. And it was just insane. But I not once I said all that to say this, that before I knew how to cook, I did put my some meat in some hot water and thawed it out one time until someone said, don't do
No
that
man. They
again.
said no
Yeah.
ma'am.
They said, yeah, they were like, don't do that again. And don't tell anyone that you did that.
My
And
grandmother
here she is telling us all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been decades ago. It's okay now.
Oh my
my
gosh.
grandmother used to throw the noodles on the wall.
I still do that.
Oh
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah. Oh
I
my
taught my
God.
My
and I
That's
mother
told,
so
used to
old.
do that.
That's
I
definitely
take
old
one
Why?
school.
string. You take one
So old
string and you
school.
just toss
And
it. If it sticks, it's done.
yep. I remember the first time I did that. My daughter was like, why are you throwing spaghetti at the wall? My mother used to do that.
Yep.
I
It's true
learned
though.
how to
That's a thing, and I actually forgot it until y'all just mentioned it. But that's one of the
I
ways that
read
they
that
did it.
somewhere in one of my mom's magazines. I don't know if it was Better Homes and Garden or Good Housekeeping, but somebody said that. It was a
Yeah.
tip. And I was like, oh. And one day I was cooking spaghetti and I just thought I'd try. And got a little strand and I tossed it up there. Now, the only thing about it, y'all, when you do that, you got to remember to take it down because about a
Yeah.
day or two later, I looked up and it was still.
Rhonda has
So,
all this
so this
dried
is Ronnie.
spaghetti.
She's like, I'm gonna see if this sticks, and then she prepares the
And
whole
then
meal. You
I
forgot
prepared.
all about
Forgot
it.
all about it. But I taught my granddaughter that, and she was like, "Why are you throwing spaghetti?" She wondered too. I'm like, "That's how you know it's done. If it sticks, it's done. If it falls, it's not ready." So we got to throw some spaghetti on the wall to check and make sure it's
Oh
done.
my
That's the
god.
simplest way to do it. Hey,
Oh,
Derek, I know a noodle wall. I know it was sad, y'all. I did. It was
A
like 2 days
meatball.
later, and I went in the kitchen and I was like, "Oh, let me just take you on down
That is too funny. I
because you are
know my
past
son
done."
knows how to cook pasta and he knows how to cook rice. And he actually cooks rice better than me and my husband, which is so funny to us. He cooks
That
rice very
isn't that
well.
amazing? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. My daughter, she's better now. Every now and then she'll call and ask me something, but she fixes ever since she got this crock pot, honey, she's been the crock pot queen.
Uh
Oh
So,
yes.
oh. I
and
love
I
crock
told my son to
pots.
buy a crock pot, and he's like, "Oh my
yes,
gosh, mom, I love this." I'm like, "See, I told you."
yes, I'm telling you,
I
I
love crock
I
pots.
made beef
Love them.
tips and noodles yesterday, honey, in
Yep.
my crock
I
pot.
love crock pots.
Yes, there are quick dinners. But while we're on a excuse me, talking about all these wonderful things, I love all these stories. Let's talk about something that's our pet peeve. I don't care what it's
Uh-uh.
about, but what's your pet peeve? What's your pet peeve, Marissa? She
No,
said
my
this
pet peeve.
question right
I'm just
now.
kidding.
Just like,
Slow drivers.
Oh,
oh
Slow
yeah.
drivers. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have like a lead foot, but I know where
let's
I'm
keep it
going, and I
moving.
want to get yes, yes, yes. Let's go. And I live in a tourist town, so
Oh,
these
oh,
people are just driving like they're on vacation, which they are. But slow, slow, slow. Yeah,
What about
slow
you,
drivers.
Jovani? Slow drivers for Marissa.
Um, being lied to and knowing I'm being lied to.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
Like, come
Hmm.
on.
But don't you already know they're lying? But you just let them keep going because the story is going to get interesting in a minute.
I'm just like,
I
okay.
do. I mean, I just let you keep going because I want to know how it's going to end. I'm like, this should be interesting. Go ahead.
And then I want you to tell me the story again.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what happened when you said what that other thing you said before? Now, what happened? I want the complete story that I know is a lie, but you're making it sound so good. I'm invested at this point.
Yep. I can't. I'm like, okay.
What about you, Terry?
Ooh, the list is long.
I
I
know.
know. I mean, well, you can say a couple. I mean, it's fine.
No, no, I'm
We
playing.
got
So
time.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny because we always be like, we only think sometimes we have one, but really we have like quite a few. But I will tell you, getting kind of what Marissa was saying, I can't stand when people just sit at a green light.
Oh,
That irks me. It's like I'll be driving and the light has been green like way down the road, so far down the road that I really should not have to slow down at all. And then I still have to slow down and almost stop because people are sitting at the green light. I said, it's not going to get a different shade of green. Would you just go? Go. That irks me. Now that does irk me.
That is frustrating, yeah. And it's
That is
always
Yeah, and
when
that's
you have
the
to
one
be
thing. And I
somewhere.
try not.
yes, always.
Yeah, and I consider myself to not have road rage. And the reason I don't is because when I was younger, like in my 20s, I did. And then I heard this story about like somebody had road rage and somebody shot them. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to cut that out like ASAP. I'm just cutting that out. So I really don't. But if you're sitting at a green light and I give you about like 30 seconds, if that light's green and you still sitting
30
there, then
seconds?
I'm going to have to blow the
That's a
horn
long
because I'm
time.
trying not to have road rage. I'm trying not to. So I'm like literally sitting there saying, I'm singing in my head, trying to be like, okay, they'll figure it out in
Like,
a second. I do not want to have to go that direction. Yeah, I know they're texting. They need to text it on. Well, they don't need to text and drive, but they need to go.
30 seconds, Terry. That's a long time.
Yeah,
That's
but because I'm trying not to be mean, I'm trying not to, to, and then all honestly, there was times I have been guilty where I'm like at the green light and I'm having a conversation or whatever, me and talking, and the light done changed, and a person, and then I'm like, oh, then the light done changed. I said the person didn't even blow the horn, so I said, well, I guess I need to be nicer too. So, but I'm like, they
Well,
should have blown the horn.
well, I'm just going to pause this real quick because I must address Derek and this,
Uh
statement that
oh.
he made. He says, I have
aw.
never had the
He's so
pleasure to meet
sweet.
this Wakanda
Wakanda
queen,
queen.
Marissa.
You're
Marissa,
so sweet. Thank you. I
Marissa,
take that as a
Derek,
compliment.
Marissa, child. Look, that's my intro.
Rhonda. It's just like,
Derek, that was so sweet, Derek.
that was so
That was
sweet.
sweet.
Thank
That was
you.
sweet. Well, I tell
Oh
you
my
that
goodness.
Marissa is new to Hump Day Happy Hour, but we run in some of the same circles
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
and
Yes.
things. And Jovani is new as well. Uh, oh, oh my. Well, you should have just shared that.
What happened? What happened?
What I
What
miss?
I miss? What I miss?
I
Uh-uh.
keep getting interrupted because Paul just got me a new car. So we have to go pick it up. I have
What,
to
like
leave.
just right now? Today?
He's been working, yeah, he's been working on it all day today. Today's his day off. Here's what it is. It rains inside my minivan when it rains outside.
Oh no.
And so he's trying to figure out where the water is coming from, and we can't figure it out. And he finally drove my car today. He's never driven my minivan because he has his, you know, tripped out pickup truck. And he was like, "Oh man, the mildew in here is it's really bad. And I'm like, I have been telling you that, and this is why I don't want to drive my car. So he got
Oh,
on the phone real quick. I was like, we gotta get you something
it's
else.
like we
Oh,
got to do this right here.
Hmm.
Well,
that's
I'm
so
excited
sweet.
for you. That's
I
amazing.
Yeah, I
know.
That's
am too. That's
amazing.
that's always a good
Well,
thing.
girl,
You know what
look,
I mean?
I'm
I do
excited
I do
to.
not fault you for having to go because if somebody was buying me a new car, I'd be like,
I
holla.
don't have to go just yet,
Bye.
but I'm
No,
just
I'll be
letting
like,
you know.
look, I'll
Like,
be like,
holla.
bye.
And Derek just called me rude. I'm not rude. I was just joking with Derek. I just can't stand Derek. But I love him all the
Derek.
same because I love him. I love
I
him.
feel like Derek
We
needs to
love
do.
Derek. And
We
Derek, drop
love
your
Derek. Let me tell you,
YouTube.
Derek.
Derek, drop
Derek
your
is
YouTube down.
yes,
Drop your
yes.
YouTube, Derek, because don't you have he have something going on tonight, right?
You had,
You have a
I
YouTube
think,
event.
yes.
Yeah.
They have their hump day too.
Yeah. So drop your link
So
down,
I don't know
Derek.
whose YouTube it'll be on, but drop it in the link in the chat, Derek, please.
Yeah, because it might be
Regina's
Regina's. I'm not
driving,
sure.
so she can't get
Yeah.
off.
Can Derek please do a Derek TikTok? I feel like Derek needs to do a Derek TikTok. You know that Derek character?
Girl. You know
Derek
what, Derek,
TikTok.
do you have a
I
TikTok?
need to get on TikTok.
Because if he does, honey, it has got to be hilarious because he himself is hilarious.
Marissa, you don't have a TikTok?
well, I was supposed to start a TikTok. Terry Lynn will, she knows. We
Yes.
had this challenge. We were going to try and build our TikTok following. And I said, okay, I'll start a TikTok. And my goal was to reach 500 followers like by the end of July, but it's August.
So, do we need to add you to
And
our
I don't even
TikTok
have a
chat?
yet.
Yeah, I think
I
we
joined,
do.
I went to the clubhouse room. Was it yesterday or the day before? I
Well,
don't
So
we
you
had
didn't
remember.
the
set it up at
we
all, Marissa? You didn't set it up at all? Okay, so
ma'am.
here,
I downloaded the
look at
app.
me. Look at me
I
trying to look
downloaded
you
the app.
up.
Right,
I
right.
downloaded the app. So
Well, look.
Listen,
He said they do not have a. They he does not have a
No,
TikTok.
they're
They are
not
not
ready, Derek.
ready.
I'm gonna have to agree
They're
with
not
that, Derek.
ready.
They're not
But neither
ready.
are we most days. But that
Yeah,
don't stop
probably
you.
not.
So
So
come on with it.
yeah,
I've just
yeah.
been having fun with it. I've been
what
showing
about
my
reels? Does he do
sassier
reels?
side over there.
And
He
Marissa,
he.
I'm cracking up because I just knew you had it, so I'm like getting ready to pull it up and pull us, and I was gonna start liking it. Well, as soon as
And,
she put something
and
in,
there's the link in
send it
the
out to
chat
me.
for tonight's show that Derek just posted.
Awesome.
Derek is heavy on YouTube, so you guys make sure to follow him on YouTube. That is his handle right there, Fundamentals of Side Hustling. And oh, you've made a few sales from posting stuff on TikTok. Okay,
Really?
Oh,
Hmm.
Hmm.
well,
yes.
okay.
Well,
I
look at
promote
that.
I
I
promote
love
There
my
that.
we go.
my
I'm all
my
for that.
Instagram sales on TikTok too.
Huh.
Well, I tell you
Well,
that
then I'm gonna have to get on it. I
there's a
will.
whole entire
Yeah, tell a
reseller
reseller.
side TikTok.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you see all of the resellers. So mine kind of fluctuates between a few things. I have a few resellers, I have some coaches because that's what I do. And
That's
then I have
right.
some other things that ain't your business. But
Mm.
Grown
Mm.
folk stuff.
I
grown
just
folks
I
stuff.
just
it
feel
ain't
like
your
I feel like a
business.
story
Since
is
I'm
coming.
older,
Can
it's
we have a story?
growner
It's
folks
story
stuff.
time, right, Rhonda?
Grown folk
Story
stuff.
time, Rhonda. What's the other thing?
Oh,
What's the other thing? Story time. It's adults here.
oh, I'm ready.
I don't know which story we're
Story
She's
talking
like,
about.
come
time.
on.
We want to know what's none of our business,
Yeah, we
Rhonda.
want to know
That's
what
what we
Yeah.
want
technically
to
none of
know.
our business. We
She's
done
like, which
disregarded the
story? Which
reseller
one?
and the coaching, so we want to hear the other one now.
This fool is. You know what? That's why I can't stand Derek. Let me pull this up, y'all. He is so silly. I wish I would.
Your OnlyFans.
I need to know your OnlyFans, Rhonda. Baby, they ain't ready.
Oh my
They ain't ready for
goodness.
this jelly. I don't think they're ready for this jelly.
Oh,
I
you
don't think
made a
they're ready.
Haitian. Luisa made a Haitian dish the other night.
Uh-oh.
Jules, inspired by Derek, I'm going to drop a how-to video on how to cook the Haitian dish I made the other night. Oh, that would be cool, Lisa.
Yeah, that
You
would
I
So
know,
be
love
TikTok
cool.
to.
is not just like kids up there dancing and
no.
acting a fool in the supermarket
Oh
aisle.
no, Marissa, you can
I've
actually
had
get up there
fun.
and talk like you talk, about stuff that you like to talk about, inspirational stuff. It's just
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll be honest, I really did not want to get into the TikTok game, but reality set in, and you're gonna
I
have to be in
know.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
have
yeah,
to.
that's the only reason I'm doing it. Other than
Yeah.
that, so
I mean,
I've
I
been
tried
following a
it
lot of
out
people.
before.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I think that after Terry decided to, challenge herself, I was like, look, I'm on the bandwagon with you. I'm gonna try to, get to the goal is to reach 1,000 because then you can go
Right.
live. So whoever isn't following me on TikTok needs to follow all of us on TikTok except
And
That's
Marissa.
right.
honestly,
That's right.
I've
But
Evolving
wait,
always. The Pink
I've
Judah
only been doing it
Studio.
maybe. Oh, let me see. I've only been doing it like maybe a week. I want to say two
Okay, so
weeks. And
hold
I
on.
already have 200 followers. You just got to do a post
Oh
one
wow.
one thing a day.
that's
So
all
Okay, I'm
I
gonna do it because I was supposed to be on this bandwagon with
so you're
yeah.
you're
Rhonda and
what are you
Terry.
on TikTok?
Marissa,
Chick
we're
Little
gonna add you
Design. Is
to
that
the
what you are on
TikTok
TikTok?
chat.
I'm Chic Little Design on TikTok. Yeah, and
Okay.
I show
I
like my
need to
mom's side on there, like my pet peeves about my kids on there,
I have a lot of
and
those.
There's a guy on TikTok who next time I come across him, I don't
That
follow
is such
him.
a cute
But
picture of you.
thank you.
but
If that's
next
a selfie,
but next time
Yeah.
I
So
next
I
time I
just
see
followed
him,
you.
okay. Thank you, Terry Lynn. I'm gonna follow you back. I think I am follow. Oh no, I'm not.
Terry, how many followers do you have now?
I got 700 something, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
you're
go ahead
getting
and
there.
be honest with you. I follow people too. Like if it
I do
pops
too.
up saying follow people, I just start following until they say, "Hey, you're following too fast." Once it
That's
says
me
that, then
too.
I
Yep.
stop.
Yep. That's
So then I
that's
stop.
what that's what I have been doing. And then I have some genuine people that follow, that I've been following for a minute, and then they just recently started following me back because I've been putting content over there.
You know who's
I
good at TikTok? Like I'm not on TikTok, but I've seen some of her TikToks. My daughter has TikTok, so I go on her TikTok because I know I'm gonna be so distracted by TikTok when I get it for myself
Marissa, she
on my
hadn't
phone. I
signed up
just know.
just yet, but check on us later today or tomorrow, and hopefully Marissa will have everything set up.
But
So
Chris is
I
really
was
good.
looking at your
Krishanda's really good.
TikTok,
Chris is
Jovani,
a
and you're actually
Chris
good
is
with it.
amazing.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm not good at it, and it's mainly because I did not want to do TikTok.
Yeah,
Like
see,
when
that's
the
me.
government actually said they were going to shut TikTok down, I was like, yes, please, yes.
My granddaughter was just
I was like,
gonna lose it, honey. She was like, "Oh my God, no, not TikTok. How can they do this?"
I
But
was like, please, and then
I
it didn't
gotta.
happen.
He didn't want to interrupt me anymore. I gotta
No
know.
way.
Uh-oh.
It reminds me of like when you're in school
Did he
and
slip it under the door?
yeah, and a boy likes you and it says check yes or no.
Oh, that's
Or
too
maybe?
cute. Or
oh my
maybe.
gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well,
Jules, Lisa, she's gonna set it up, but she's probably gonna do the main hanger. I'm assuming you're gonna do the main hanger, right?
Yes,
Once you
I'm
set
gonna
it
set
up.
it up tonight.
Okay.
You heard it here.
yes, we're gonna get her
Okay.
going on this because
Yeah.
I just think that I have to, in the words of Bello, just be authentic, just have fun,
Yep.
Yeah,
and
he's also good.
So he
whatever it is.
is helping me get into it. I'm thankful I met Bello because he's helping me get into it because I was like one of those TikTok.
Mhm. And
And the
you know,
more
like
he talks about it, I'm like, I said, okay, okay.
yeah. Because I just
Yeah.
think that it's if you just have fun with it and go with it and don't put too much pressure, it's just like any other social media. Don't overthink it,
Because
you
then you're not
know?
gonna want to do it. So
Right.
yeah.
Then you're going to feel like it's a chore. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
got to do that today.
Yeah.
But, we don't want to feel like that when we're posting anything, really. Oh my God, I got to do this. I got to post that. I got to do it. When it stops being fun for me, I'm out or I got
Yeah.
to take a break,
So
you
Marissa, the
know?
biggest thing is when you're making a reel, just always think of your reel and put it on TikTok. That's the simplest way to think of it.
Also, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
just and do that, and then just don't make it because that's what I do. So like, if I'm gonna make a reel, it's gonna get put on TikTok, and I'm not really entertaining. I probably did the most entertaining TikTok today, which is really
I
not all
loved your TikTok today. You
that.
and you
But
you and my best friend, y'all did that TikTok. That
I'm
was
gonna
Yeah, we
have to
got that
great.
from
do.
Bello because he said to do it yourself instead of you use the guys. You know, the guys that everybody's using when they're going like that. He
Mhm.
says just do it yourself. So that's why we did it. Yeah.
I
And you know
love the
what?
reel with Rhonda's voice. I love that.
Oh my
The,
gosh.
the
Let me just say that
I saved that because I am going to make a reel of with Miss Rhonda's voice.
I love that you guys are
Yeah, that's
using
I
my
know they
right.
sound.
told
I
me
love
to.
it.
I
That's
wanted
But
to.
you,
right.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed, so I didn't do it. But I'm gonna do it now, honey.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the
yes,
one
and
I really
then
would like out of
make it
use is
your
the
first
one
post on
about the
TikTok.
beautiful. Yeah, there you
Oh
go. The beautiful on
yeah.
the inside to kind of
Hey, Joan,
keep
thanks for
moving that one.
joining.
I'm gonna have to take all my reels then and move
My
them
text
over
is
to
friend.
TikTok.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
mean, so I have so much material then.
Yeah, I didn't
yes,
think about that.
yep. I tell you that I love the fact that Terry did it. I love the fact that Chris stitched it or duetted it. I mean,
Right.
I love
Mhm.
the fact that Steve from Java Twist used it. I
Oh, did
love
he?
that. Yes, he
Yes, it was so
Really?
did.
Oh, I gotta
It
cute.
watch
was
it.
It was
so
so
funny.
cute.
And then Miriam did it yesterday.
Yep, I saw
And
that.
Miriam's was really good. I loved
It
Miriam's.
was
It
cute.
was
I
so
love
cute.
and I was like, oh my God, I feel so special, y'all.
Oh, Amos. We do love your voice though, Rhonda. You have
Yes.
a
Oh.
great
Well, you
voice.
know what? I was just telling someone last night when I was sharing all that with them. I was like, I don't hear what y'all hear. And so I pretty much, they're like, well, clearly not, but I don't. I don't hear what you all hear. I just feel like I sound like myself. But
Mm,
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys using the sound and it just comes out like it comes out, y'all.
mm. See? And what is it she says? Zhuzhed up.
Zhuzh
Yeah,
it up.
zhuzh,
Zhuzh it
Zhuzhed
up.
zhuzh.
up.
Yeah, we
Zhuzhed
had a
up.
conversation in one of our little
Well,
chats about
it's
that. We had to even look up to see how that was spelled. Do you remember that, Rhonda? We was like, how do we
yes.
spell that?
I don't think that
It,
there is a
Zhuzhed
spelling
up.
for it, is there?
there is a
Yeah,
spelling. There
it's a
is a
word.
spelling
It's
for it.
Oh, it's a word?
ZH.
It's a
It's a
word.
I
ZH
thought you made
Zhuzh.
that up.
ZH. Yeah, yeah, zhush.
No.
Yep,
No.
it's an actual
Zhuzhed
word.
up.
I will tell you that a long time ago, I was watching, his name was Rob, what's his name? Robin? But he used to do the Stars Homes and things like that.
Oh,
And he
Robin
said,
Leach.
Robin Leach, yeah, he said zhuzh one day. I don't know, for some reason it's just stuck in my head. And I forgot about it and I thought about it one day we were having when I was having a conversation. I said zhuzh and it took off from there. Kind of like my meat and potatoes, honey.
Yep, meat and potatoes.
Yeah, but I think it took off because we were hearing you said it one time in our chat, right? And then we just started picking on you about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
started, and then that's when we learned how to spell it because everybody was like,
Oh,
"How do you
thank
spell that?"
you. Thank you, Lisa. And when I was on
See what
Clubhouse,
Derek see. Click on Derek's comment because it's
when
super
I was on
hilarious.
Clubhouse the other day speaking, this lady sent me a message and she said, oh my God, your voice is so soothing and calming. And I
It
was
really
like, well,
is.
thank you so much. But I just don't hear what you guys hear. But I appreciate all the compliments. Stop telling my business.
That's the story. That is what she
So
needs to
back
tell
in the
us.
day,
Back in the day, I was
back in the
back
day,
back in the
back in
day, I
the
did do
day,
that.
I was a phone sex
No, did you
operator.
really?
I really did. I really was.
I can believe that.
I can hear
I can
it.
see it.
I
Yeah.
had
It
a
wasn't.
feeling.
It was at 1972. I was 12 and in school, but later in life,
And then how about this? In the 80s, like in 80s, you were correct.
yes,
1982.
in the 80s, I was
And
because
I
that
can
was
see you
big
being that
business back
person.
then. You guys,
Yeah, the
that was
It
900
big
was.
numbers.
business.
I could
Rhonda,
see
the
you being
900
that.
numbers, you were getting paid, weren't you? You were getting those coins, weren't you?
And let me just say, I'm not ashamed to say if they still had it around today, I would still be getting those coins.
Mhm.
But it was so popular in the 80s, and I did it
Yeah.
as a joke. I really was looking for something to do during the day because I bartended at night. I worked in the club at night. And so I was just looking for a little pocket change during the day. Girl,
Did they
there it
give you
goes.
the script, or did you have to come up with stuff on
I
your
had to
own?
go in. I talked to him on the phone. Then I had to go in and they gave me a script to read. It wasn't anything shady, but they had different characters, and they wanted to hear how I sounded in different characters because I might have had to sound like this, or I might have had to sound, might have had to sound a little different. So, and at that time, I used to do a Valley Girl, so I had to do the Valley Girl thing, and I don't think I could do that anymore. But
Oh, give
so
it a try, Rhonda. Give it a try. Come
I
I
on.
can't
see
even remember
Rhonda's
what Valley
Valley
Girls
Girl.
used
Go
to
ahead,
say.
girl.
I
Oh
don't
my
know what they.
gosh. What did they used to say? Oh
Oh
my
my God,
God.
my hair off.
Like I
Oh my
went to the
God. Oh my
store
God.
and like
What if?
I do not believe. Could you
What
believe?
if?
I mean, he was like, and then like
Oh my
Terry,
God.
you
What
did it really
if?
good.
I used to have a lot of friends that did that all the time, and they were like, and then it was like,
Can't
and then
you?
I don't even know what the story was like because it was a whole bunch of
Pull up
like,
Rhonda. Pull up Christy
Wait,
Blocker and her comments.
I gotta get Derek though. She was sitting in her room with a night. It was
To
two
say
Salem
I'm
light bulbs.
like,
yes, Christy, yes.
No, this. Oh my God! Not with two Salem
Oh wait a
lights,
minute, that
honey.
was
One
Derek. Oh my
hundreds.
God, Derek.
Oh my
I
God.
should have known.
that's so funny.
Pull up Christie's.
But they actually had y'all in a call center doing that, right, Rhonda? You were
No,
like
ma'am,
sitting beside
honey.
people.
No, that was progressive. I was at my home. I was
Okay,
washing
okay.
dishes. I was folding clothes. I had a
Also, you were
headset.
multitasking.
I had a headset on, and if it came to the creepy parts, then because you get those who like a little, be spanked or whatever. And I had a book by me and a belt.
So Rhonda, even though I know you're single now, so these conversations got kind of intense.
Single.
Yeah, they got kind of intense,
Yeah.
didn't
You want to go
they?
now? Is
You were
Matt-
Well,
doing the laundry and
they
saying,
would,
"Oh
they would,
yes,
but
oh
I
yes."
actually
Mhm.
had
Yeah,
more
Matt.
people. I actually had more people
Oh,
just
okay.
calling for me to just talk. I used to have a couple of people call just for me to read a particular book or, just to hear me talk. I mean, they didn't care what I was reading or what conversation I was talking about. If that got them their jollies, that was their jollies, honey.
Jollies.
Yeah,
I love Miranda.
I wasn't like some of the other girls. I wasn't real hardcore, you know. Mm-mm.
Ooh.
But I had to come up with tricks to do things and or make sounds because I was just like, oh child, I'm
But
trying to
but but
do
look,
something
but
right
you
now.
got them to pay. You got them to swipe out that
Yeah.
credit card, right? 'Cause I know they had to pay
Yeah.
that credit card.
Because because that they did
The
that ahead
female
of
Morgan
time.
Freeman. Yeah, the
Bec-
female Morgan Freeman. Look at Lisa. The female Morgan
Oh
bec-
yeah.
y'all ain't no good. I swear y'all are no good. Not the female Morgan Freeman. Just read us anything.
Oh my God, that was
Y'all
too
are
funny.
You
hilarious.
could though. You really could.
Y'all. Look at Christy.
A
Oh my
leather
God.
whip.
And as the penguins were walking down the trail, go ahead, Rhonda, do a penguin segment. The penguins were walking down a trail. Go ahead, Rhonda.
The the I can't even
He
get that
just
out.
he narrated the penguins.
Rhonda has to read
He
us some.
narrated some of everything.
I gotta send Rhonda one of my smut books so she can read them to us.
Oh,
Yeah, you could be like an audible, to have the books are on
the
audible
audible.
and
She
stuff. You
definitely
could do
could, Marissa. She
Let
For
could.
me just
smut. For smut.
yes, for smut.
well look,
There
I
you
like
go,
a good
Jovani.
old.
I agree. I concur, Jovani.
Oh my God, y'all have
Multiple
tickled me with
streams
that.
of income.
I
Rhonda.
Exactly.
I'm all about multiple streams of income. Let me just say.
Oh, drip here, drip here, drip here.
What you need? What you need? What you need me to say? Okay.
Look, all from the comfort of your couch
Right. Or my bed, depending on
or
what
your
time it
bed.
is. But
Look, depending on how the conversation going, it could be the couch or the bed. We get it. We get it.
oh my God.
This says whatever she has to do to make those coins.
But
Oh my
I do
God.
have my limits, though. I have my standards now, darling. Let's not get it twisted. But yes, oh my God. let me just
We
say,
can
y'all,
understand why the cable guy got confused. Do you do anything else besides cable? That's how you said it, right? Tell us how you said it for real,
What?
Rhonda.
Rhonda,
How
you
did you
have some
really say it?
stories to
How
tell.
did you really
you
say it,
know,
Rhonda? Was it
it
like
was not like that. I was just simply having a conversation with the cable guy.
Simply.
And after, simply, and after I
do you
said,
do anything else
well, so do you
besides
do,
cable?
I'm like, well, do
Is
you do
cable the
anything
only
else
thing you
beside
do?
cable? And he
What
looked
else
like,
do you do besides
oh,
cable?
it's about to be
Can I
something.
get you to do something else besides cable? In the doorway of my bedroom?
Oh my God. Well, baby, if he was expecting anything, first of all, he
Oh
was
my
climbing
God.
up the wrong tree. But, because I
What
already
were you
knew,
asking him? Like you wanted
well,
him to.
during this time, really fast, during this time, I had
Hold
tendonitis
on, hold
in
on,
my right
Marissa.
hand.
Hold that note for a second, Rhonda. I'm just gonna say grapefruit to you, Marissa. Oh, go ahead, Rhonda.
What?
What is that?
What is happening?
Well,
Oh my God. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
let me
Rhonda.
just say that I just I just asked because at that time I had tendonitis. I couldn't do anything with my right hand. I am right-handed. So I really wanted some grapefruit. And so when I asked him that I was just asking the first question because I wanted him to hang my TV. Now, the reason why I asked that was because my last cable guy in the apartment hung the TV for us. So I thought, well, you never know unless you ask because cable guys have, their side hustles. They hook up a cable for cash. I mean,
They have their side hustles, all right.
yes, they have their side hustles, hunties. So I just asked and he said no. And I was like, okay, well, he was finished. I said, oh, could you do something else for me? And he was like, yeah. And I said, at this moment, I thought, oh, I'm sitting on the bed. I'm asking him, can he do something else?
You're
Oh,
sitting on the bed?
And then he said, and let's
let
not
me.
forget, you mentioned grapefruit. You didn't hear the part about open the grapefruit. You're sitting on the bed. You do anything else
So I
besides
was
cable
like,
and grapefruit.
and so I'm like, oh, let me get off this bed because I don't want him to think anything's about to go down. So I
Down.
go in the kitchen and then I'm thinking, oh hell, now he gonna think something going down in the kitchen. So I quickly opened my refrigerator, pulled out the jar of grapefruit, and said, could you open this for me? Because I have tendonitis and I can't open. I really want some grapefruit. He was like looking at me like, dang, like
He was so
I
disappointed.
thought it was,
Yes, Marissa. In a
you know,
word.
he opened it
He thought he was going
and
to
he
have this
told
really
me,
good story.
and he told me, okay, well, you have a good day. And I'm like, and you have a blessed day as well. Go on up out of here because that's not going to be happening. So I don't know why I shared this with my friends because now they would not let me live it down, darling. And I was just like,
That is
oh
Derek
my
says
God.
Derek
It's just
says
the
she was
funniest
wilding
thing.
out.
So you just do
I did
cable?
not, I did
Can
one of
you
my
help me with
lawn
some
modes.
grapefruit?
Oh my
Do you only
God.
do cable? Or do you do anything
Do
else
you only
besides
do
cable?
what? And
I
I
need
said,
some
well, do
help
you
with
do anything else
grapefruit.
Do you
outside of
I
cable?
know I'm in
install
the
anything else
bedroom.
besides cable?
Oh my God.
Oh my
Do you
god.
install? Well, y'all, let me tell you, I just had to learn from that because I was like, oh my God. I'm sure he went home and he was, had an entertaining story for his wife. That is, if he
Right,
shared.
Christy.
But
Christy says he had to go take a cold
A
shower.
cold
well,
shower?
whatever he had to do, honey, he wasn't going to be doing it up in this joint.
Oh my
So,
God.
and I was like, oh my God, I must, because I don't think about it. I don't think anybody would read anything to some things. It was just a simple question.
But Rhonda, with your voice
And he's
Yeah,
the cable
you're in the
guy.
And
bedroom
he's the cable guy.
and
and
you're on the
grapefruit
bed,
came in a conversation
Well,
You're
the
in
reason
the
that
also
bedroom.
situation.
the reason I was on my bed is that
Yeah, why
when
were
you
you
go
in bed?
I was on my bed because my bedroom faces my closet, and the way they hooked up my cable, it's located in my closet. So I was talking to him the whole time that he was, working on that cable. No, yeah. So
That
that
cable.
I want to be specific
Oh,
that
wait a
he
minute.
was
She said
working
she
on the
put on
cable.
that cable. That cable
The
right
cable
there.
cable.
Let me tell
The
you,
actual cable.
and sitting on the bed with your $9,000 candles lit. My candle was not out then, Derek. Thank you so
Oh
much.
my gosh,
And now,
Derek.
9,000.
and Derek,
Derek. He said
so now Tiana,
9,000.
so now Tiana has a $9,000 candle out as well.
Yeah, I just bought it today. And you know when I purchased it, Derek, you instantly came to my mind.
Right. Look
As
at
soon
it,
as I
Derek.
bought that candle, I was like, Derek.
I love
And
it.
let's just show them all how it burns.
And it burns
Oh my
evenly and
God.
cleanly. But
Yep.
I tell you, sometimes I'm oblivious to thinking anything like that because, just
I
Single,
because
am
Because you're
single.
so pure.
that's
She's
just not my
single,
that's
single.
just not my jam.
my
So I don't
husband
be
says
thinking about it.
my husband says things to me and I'm like, what? He's like, where did you grow up? And I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean by all of this? He's like, you are from Brooklyn. Why don't you know these things? I'm like, I wasn't like really allowed like to hang
Yeah,
out.
that's true, Christy. It'd be like, do you do anything besides delivering milk?
No, no.
Every time that guy sees grapefruit now, he's going to think of Rhonda.
Oh,
He's
I
going to hear her voice.
know.
No.
I
It was just
know.
and then I guess the words grapefruit, before I could even say the rest of it, these people had just lost it. They were just cackling at me like,
Are you talking about your friends like moi?
yes, yes, you're, darling, you're.
Can you just imagine if she had needed help peeling a banana?
Oh, I know, right? Right. Oh my
Now, I
God.
would have drew the line there because I simply known that there
She
would be
draws
no
the
way
line there.
I would have not been eating a banana in his presence, nor would I have asked
Oh
him
my
to peel
God.
it.
Oh my God.
You guys, y'all are too hilarious.
That's
Thank
where
you for
Miss
bringing that
Rhonda
up, though,
draws
Terry.
the line.
You're welcome. That's what
Oh
friends are
my God.
for.
I know. That's why I love my friends.
Oh, I do want to say really quick, change the topic, but we can always go back,
No,
to
we
this
don't
a
need
little
to
bit
go back
later.
because
We don't want to forget about it completely. But
Derek has had a ball with this one.
last Thursday on the Swag Slayer Fashions channel, Rhonda and I talked about vision boards. And so we have a contest going on. Basically, tomorrow we're going to be talking about vision boards again, but we're going to be sharing the link so you can actually join us, show us your vision board and the board that the audience really vibes for the audience. And don't get me wrong, there's no bad vision board. So like if yours isn't selected, don't think, oh, my vision board sucks. It's not about that. It's about you should have a vision board, period. But we're just saying that, if a vision board really vibes with the audience, that person will win a prize. So I have decided what the prize is. I'm going to give them Tiana's candle. So I will actually buy Tiana's candle for that person. So remember to show up tomorrow. Excuse me, guys. At 12:30, it's going to be on the Swag Slayer Fashion Show. I'm going to drop the link right now for it. So you can actually... Well, I call myself Gary, drop it. I tell you what, give me a moment. I'm gonna drop it.
Oh, okay. I thought you was just fully prepared for that.
I had copied it, but I think in between me laughing about grapefruit and the cable guy and all of this stuff, it kind of got messed up. But anyway, I'm gonna put the link in there, so please definitely join us, okay?
I think y'all know more about me than you should, but it's all right because
You know,
I love this.
I don't mind sharing. I'm just an open book,
I have been doing vision boards since I'm a young girl. My mom is very much into my mom's a life coach. So there's that. And sometimes that gets a little tricky when you call mom wanting to complain about something. And you gotta tell her, can I have my mother and not the life coach?
That's how my daughter feels.
Oh, I can imagine, Jovani.
Oh,
my daughter feels the same way. Can I talk to my mom and not the coach. Can I just?
Is my mom there?
Yeah.
And she actually follows Byron Katie. Do you know about Byron Katie? So can you imagine having a problem and you come to your mom and she's like, "Well, is this true?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I just told you." And she's like, "Is it absolutely true? Can you turn it around?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to turn it around."
Right. Right.
You have to be open
But
to those
we.
kinds of exercises.
Well, I'm
But
gonna tell you
I used
that
to have a notebook and I found it a long time ago. And I actually manifested Paul. My list was, I mean, there were some things missing, but I mean,
for the
I
most
was a
part.
teenager and I was making the perfect man.
Right. Right. Well, I mean,
See, I love that, Jovani. That's
I do
that whole
too. I
thing
do
that you just
too.
said is just absolutely beautiful and so true.
Because
So
we
true.
can manifest. We can manifest the things that we desire. We just definitely have to be intentional.
Mm.
And because it's not just all about cutting some pictures and stacking them on a board or making a list and saying it twice or, anything like that. We definitely have to be intentional. We're cutting pictures. We want to be intentional about why we're cutting that picture. If we're using words, we want to use the correct words. If it's a mind map, we want to do the same thing. We want to map everything out. The way we see it, the way we envision it, the way we want it. So I think that it's vision boards can be so helpful, and people don't think about them sometimes until the first of the year. When in fact, by the time we get to July, our shift could have happened, and now we're on a different level. So we have to grow. That vision board has to grow as we grow. So I don't
So
want to get
true.
on a whole
I
sermon and
to,
platform about that, but yeah.
yeah, but I totally agree with everything you're saying. And there was something that you said really quick, and I know you want to get off that topic, but affirmations, like, don't have an
Mm.
affirmation say I will be successful, I will do this. Your affirmation says I am successful, I am, wealthy and health, I am. Use those terms, put that into existence. The universe is going to bring that to you.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Yes.
I have to head out, but I want to leave you guys with this.
Okay.
I do affirmations with my kids every single night. We say the same
Excellent.
affirmations every night as part of our routine. And my daughter is a manifester, the oldest. Honey,
Oh.
she's
I
been
love
talking
that.
about this house that we're gonna buy. She said, "Mommy, we have this house and it's white and it has the kitchen you want and there's a swimming pool in the back." And she just
Oh,
talks
Oh.
about it like we have it. We
I
have this
love
house.
that.
I
And
love
I'm
that
just
too,
like,
because I tell you, she's on to something.
mm-hmm.
she sure
And
is.
what you do is you just help her continue that.
Oh, we talk to
Because
her all the time. Even my husband, who doesn't believe in any of this stuff, he asks her. Well, he does believe it because that pickup truck he has is because I was like, okay, today's the day. Call the dealership. You're gonna have the truck, and it happened. But he tells her, okay, Rebecca, tell us about the house, and let's talk about the house and all this other stuff. So
that's great. Because I
And
I
tell
because
love
you
they're
what,
that.
learning it from you too, so you're setting
yes,
that perfect example. So that's
exactly.
excellent. I love that.
Well, Giovanni, I love that you took out time to come today to hang out
I
here at Hump
know.
Day Happy Hour. I
I'm
told you, honey,
sorry.
it's just an experience full of laughter over here.
I love
At Rhonda's expense.
Well, of course, it always seems that way.
I'm so sorry that I have to go. This came so
No,
unexpectedly.
No,
no,
I
So
just think it's
no.
No, you
great.
go get your
Baby, you go
car.
get your blessing.
Get
Yeah,
your car.
get
You
that
go get your
ride.
blessing. You go
and we're
get your
able to do
blessing.
it because I bring in money now
There
from
you go.
reselling, all from
Yeah.
home while I homeschool my kids.
Yes, honey. That's what we're talking
I
about,
used to
honey.
Hey,
homeschool my kids. It's so much work. I give you all the props, girl. It
Yeah,
is.
but
Yes.
you know something? I felt guilty. I have a master's degree in education and I'm quote unquote not using it. So at
But
least
you
Oh, you
are.
oh you use
Oh,
it
you
every
are.
day with your kids.
oh,
You
actually, you
use it.
are using it
You
because
are.
Yes.
it's
And you
all
are putting
about
some of
your
those
mental game. I mean, for
right.
someone to go through the process of doing their masters, that means they're very
Yeah.
serious about their career, about their life. So you are utilizing it. You're utilizing it to where it should be utilized. You're creating your own destiny instead of someone else's. So
Mhm.
And
yeah,
Mhm.
for your children too,
yeah,
the gift
Yeah,
exactly.
of
exactly.
homeschooling.
Exactly.
I homeschooled my oldest boys and it was the best thing ever. I was a stay-at-home mom, and that's what I
I
did.
feel
And
very
and I
And
tell
blessed.
you that going for your master's is hard. I had to put mine on
hard.
pause.
Yes.
I had to put mine on pause because I just could not do the coaching, the reselling, it, all the other things, because you truly have to have fully be laser focused, is
Yeah.
Tanya would say,
Right.
on just getting that master's.
And I
And
had to
Right.
so,
finish early because I was 9 months pregnant with Rebecca. I couldn't even go to my graduation. I had
oh,
just
but
given
that's all
birth.
right.
See, that's dedication. Just that,
Yeah.
that's
It
the feat
sure
in
is.
itself,
Yes,
that
yes.
you
I
did.
Yep.
applaud you for that. I applaud you for that. But
That's
Thank
right,
you.
go get your
girl.
blessing,
Queen,
honey.
queen,
Go
queen,
get your
queen.
blessing. And don't forget
Get
to take
your
pictures.
blessing. Yes.
I
Don't forget
will,
to
but
take
I'm only
pictures.
gonna send them to like you guys because I believe in evil eye, honey, and I don't need nobody giving me no evil eye in my blessings. Mm-mm.
Well, we
I
want to
Mm-mm.
love
see you.
that
We love
too.
seeing you rise. We can't
Yeah.
wait.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Jovani.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I'm so
I
excited
love
for
that
her.
too. I'm excited for her too. Hey, see, girl, you done missed all the laughter and
Oh yeah,
sharing.
C would have
She
been
didn't
rolling.
share.
Yeah, see, you done missed it, girl. It's
Penny,
her favorite topic.
she didn't say what kind of car, anything like that. So, like she said, she done, she got her thing about that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But oh, that's okay, girl. You do you. You do you, darling. But I'm glad you came in and said, hey. Derek's
Oh,
been
and
in here
remember
cutting
we
up.
got right, and remember we got Clubhouse at
Yes.
7 p.m. It's gonna be the Love and List and Learn, and you remember we always do a team builder, some camaraderie, and with some
Yes.
goal setting. So come on out. We love to see you.
Exactly. And I appreciate each and every one coming, being in the comments, hanging around, and oh my God,
Yep.
the
This was so
laughter and
fun.
that's what it's all about,
Well,
though.
After the
Marissa, you
day
Midweek
have
I
to come
fun.
had,
back, Marissa. You have to come
yes,
back.
I'm coming back.
Midweek
I'm
And
coming
fun.
back.
Just getting some laughter out,
that's
just
right.
giving people a break, giving ourselves
Yeah.
a break. Because I think that even though, we slay away Monday through Friday, well, me Monday through Friday, but,
Yeah.
some people slay away 7 days a week. But just having this little midweek show is just something to say woosah, just have a little
There you
fun.
go.
Yeah.
So yeah, he don't know how to act, girl. He just been in here acting up
Who you talking about, Derek?
the whole show. Yes. So, but in
Derek's
answer,
awesome, though. I tell you, he's good people.
Marissa,
Yeah.
do you have a YouTube?
I do have a YouTube.
Yeah.
It's the main hanger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Uh,
yeah, the main hanger.
Marissa's YouTube is the main hanger, and you can find her really on most social platforms. And she
Instagram,
But definitely really follow her
YouTube.
on Instagram as the main
uh-huh,
anchor because she's actually doing IGTV series. And
I'm
that's
uh-huh.
what
loving
her
it.
focus is
I
going to
love
be
it.
on. So
Yeah.
follow her on that and give her some love on her IGTV series because that's like a special project and something she's really focusing on. So
I'm
that's
having
that's
so much
awesome.
fun with it,
Are you
Yeah,
off
you
work,
you
know.
are.
Tiana? Yeah, you guys hit that thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Hit the thumbs up. Hit the comment, share, do all that good stuff.
Yeah, and
I love
remember,
Tanya,
Tanya.
how
bring your vision board tomorrow, and we're going to share the link for you to come on with Rhonda and I, and
Tanya,
Okay,
how
do the
long
cool.
have
vision
you
board.
been doing this room? This hump out
Oh,
happy day
me.
hump hour. Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Hump Day Happy Hour. I don't
Happy
know. Oh
day.
my God.
It's hard
I
to say, Marissa.
It is. I can't even remember when we
I
look.
struggle every time.
I just remembered that Brunch with Diva will be a year old this month.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a giveaway kind of around that. But Hump Day Happy Hour,
I think
maybe
we've been doing it for
any.
about 3 months, right? About 3 months, 3 or 4 months.
I want to say it's been longer than that.
Because we do it like every other
Every
Wednesday.
other, yeah, I do
Wednesday.
it like
So
twice a month.
yeah,
But
I think
it
about
could
three
be
or four
somewhere.
months.
It
Hmm.
could be somewhere like that. Oh, you're gonna.
It's so fun.
Hmm.
It is, and I appreciate. I mean, I love people when the people in the comments interact, and it
Yes.
makes it's the best thing ever. That's really what I wanted it to be, just about people in the audience interacting and
And
throwing
we
stuff
miss
out there.
Candace.
Oh, I
Candace is
did.
not in the
I
comments.
know. Can't.
We
What is the
we gotta
matter?
check her out because we actually call her Candace in the comments.
We actually call her Candace in the
Candace
comments,
in
and she
the
is not
comments.
here.
Because she
Oh
is
my God.
hilarious, Marissa. I hate you didn't get to witness it. She is
Jennifer.
hilarious, girl.
I love you
Candace in
too,
the
Jennifer.
comments.
Jennifer's doing big things too, you guys. So if you're not following Jenny Kathleen on Instagram, you should. She's
Yes.
doing big things. She's got big things
Yes, she
popping
is. Yes, she
Big
in my
things.
TI
does.
voice.
She
But
My
does.
TI
in
voice.
my
In your
TI
TI
voice.
voice.
Well,
She
thank you
is
guys.
she is not Jenny from the block now. That's all we got
Right.
to
Marissa,
say.
what do you have
Oh
coming up?
yeah. Don't get Jenny from the block up in here.
There
Oh,
you go.
girl. She's just Jenny from the block when
She's
she want to be, honey.
yes.
what
Yes.
what do you have going on, Marissa?
This week, well, I have, speaking of Jenny from the block, we have her Macari room tomorrow in her Macari club. And she snagged Josh from Vendu. He's going to come in and talk to us about Vendu. And so I'm excited for that. And then I'm just going to keep on with my IGTV series.
I'm
I
loving that.
have some hauls. And then I decided I am reorganizing my inventory, and I decided to film videos of me unboxing inventory that I hadn't paid attention to in a while. And I have found so many things like
Oh my
that I
God.
forgot about. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
filming
working on
that
that
too.
too, Marissa.
I
I,
can't
I
wait
have
to
to do
see
some
that.
unboxing too.
I do
Now, what
too.
is Derek saying? What is your friend
He
Derek
said
saying?
he
What
was
is our
all
friend
what
Derek?
is my friend Derek
Yeah,
saying this
what is
time?
our
Well,
friend Derek saying?
my brother Derek. That's my
Yeah,
brother
what is
Derek.
he saying?
I was already following Marissa. I need to delete. So maybe he's saying that
Some
Delete some.
delete some people so I can see
No,
good
I think there's
stories.
more because we know Derek. There's more to that story than meets the
yeah, there
eye.
is something else. I'm thinking, do you need to delete some people to follow her, refollow her? I just don't know. But
Or maybe because
Oh,
posts get
so he can
lost in the
some people so I can see good stories. That's what he's trying to say.
gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha,
Okay, gotcha,
gotcha.
gotcha.
We knew there was more. Well,
He's trying to
on
figure it
Monday,
out.
Rhonda. You knew there was
I
more.
girl, wait till
She be
you've been here
knowing.
a couple of times with Derek. You'll get to know him. But Monday, I will be in Clubhouse in the Pink Diva Studio Clubhouse. And I'm looking forward to this conversation because we'll be talking about relationships. This is my new series, the Pink Table Dialogue.
I
Yes,
love
yes,
that.
The
yep.
Pink
I love that.
Table Dialogue. And we're going to be talking about relationships, situationships,
Yes.
other ships, and
All ships.
and
Speaking of
you know,
which, is anyone in a situationship in the audience?
yes,
We
or
need, we
other
need a
ship.
situationship person.
I'm single.
Oh,
Single. Single.
So
poor
we got another
Marissa.
single.
Because if anyone is, you know, I'm gonna just use this term, shacking up, or they're just in a it's complicated relationship, hit me up
Mm.
because we want to know. No ships here, Bossy said no ships here. And because I'd love for you to come on Clubhouse and kind of share some things, give some tips, how it's working for you, how it's not, how you want it to change, should it change, you
So
know.
is Monday's topic about different kinds of ships?
Yes,
Yeah, different types of
relationships, situationships, and
relationships.
other ships.
Yes.
So
I'll be
C
there
said,
Looking forward to it.
listening.
C said, I'm extremely single.
Extremely.
Baby, she went past me. She said, extremely single. I'm just single.
All the way single.
All the way.
All
Well,
the way.
yeah. Maybe that'll be a discussion in Clubhouse.
Yeah, we'll probably need to have a discussion about the single life.
Mm.
And I would just
Oh well,
moderate
we
what
need
y'all
Marisa.
talk because I
We
don't know
need
about the
Marisa for that
single life.
then.
Yeah, look, I don't know about the single life.
No, we need Marisa because why Oh my God, I just had a revelation. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Look, we're gonna
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
probably need
wrap
to
this
close this
up.
up.
Yes, we need to wrap this up because we do have Clubhouse at 6 o'clock. I want
And,
everyone to continue
and it's
on with
7
their
p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those on the Eastern Standard Time zone.
yes. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you on Instagram and love you loads. Bye bye.
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 So Marissa, yeah, so she can do the single